After the tragic events of Order 66 took place, almost the entire Jedi Order was brutally betrayed and gunned down by the once loyal clone troopers, including Ki-Adi-Mundi. But what happened to Ki-Adi-Mundi's luminous blue lightsaber after it hit the icy ground of Mygeeto? I'm going to break down the incredibly interesting story of what happened to Ki-Adi-Mundi's lightsaber after he was betrayed during Order 66. Before we get into it, make sure you hit the subscribe button for more awesome Star Wars lore content. Ki-Adi-Mundi's lightsaber hilt design was influenced by his native Saurian culture, which made it very unique and different from the other members of the Jedi High Council. Ki-Adi-Mundi's native culture encouraged simple designs which maximized utility over looks, which resulted in him creating a very simple hilt design without any frills or accents. Interestingly, his lightsaber also contained two kyber crystals, one green, one blue, allowing him to produce both blue and green blades. This multi-crystal lightsaber design was incredibly rare amongst the Jedi Order, not being seen much at all in canon until Rey's yellow lightsaber from The Rise of Skywalker, which also contains a blue and green kyber crystal inside of its hilt. Mundi's unique lightsaber was used from the first Battle of Geonosis through the second Battle of Geonosis, all the way to the fourth Battle of Mygeeto, where he was tragically betrayed and killed by Commander Bakara, leaving his lightsaber to drop to the ground. So what happened to it after this? Immediately after Mundi's death, Vice Chairman of the Intergalactic Banking Clan, Anolo, collected it from the snowy battlefield and brought it into his office as a symbol of the failure of the Jedi. He began to inspect the rare find within his office with his cyborg assistant when an incredibly rapid blaster bolt smashed through the window, nearly killing him. The Vice Chairman and the cyborg quickly attempt to evacuate the tower, but Greedo, who just fired the shot, and fellow bounty hunter Tukvar continue to chase them. Greedo had been hired by Jabba the Hutt to kidnap and return Chairman Anolo's cyborg because of the incredible amount of Imperial information contained inside of its brain. As the two are chasing the Mun, Greedo mentions that Boba Fett was originally chosen for the mission before it was given to him. Eventually, Greedo and Tukvar are able to track down the scared Mun, but this time he has gained the protection of his Mun bodyguards. The bodyguards and the bounty hunters enter an intense firefight with blaster bolts lighting up the room, leading Tukvar to worry that they will fail and be executed by Jabba. Greedo then quickly responds saying that he loves the thick hide of the Nikto species before throwing him in front of a Mun stun baton to demonstrate, shocking him to the ground. As the same Mun bodyguard loses his weapon, he attempts to punch Greedo, but Greedo points his blaster directly to his head and pulls the trigger. I'm sure I don't have to explain what happened to his head after that. As Greedo breaks through the last line of defense from Chairman Anolo's bodyguards, the chairman threatens him with severe punishment from the banking clan, but Greedo pushes forward anyway, blasting the chairman right through the chest, killing him instantly. Greedo then quickly takes control of Chairman Anolo's cyborg, using him to help in his escape. The two quickly break into the high security vault in the building, where they discover Ki-Adi-Mundi's lost lightsaber. Greedo wasn't initially sent to steal the lightsaber, but instead just the cyborg because of the immense Imperial information stored in his brain, which would be very useful for Jabba to have access to. Greedo then uses the fallen Jedi's lightsaber to smash the window of the tower he is in and make his escape. Unfortunately, as Greedo makes it onto his escape ship, the cyborg unfortunately falls to his death, leaving Greedo in deep trouble. He realizes that Jabba will probably execute him for his failure to return the cyborg. For this reason, Greedo must make up to Jabba for his failure. To do so, he presents Ki-Adi-Mundi's lightsaber to Jabba, but Jabba is initially completely uninterested, ready to throw him to the Rancor. Fortunately, however, an Ithorian from the planet Batuu named Dok-Ondar is in attendance at Jabba's palace and offers to buy the lightsaber from Jabba, which ultimately spares Greedo's life. After Dok-Ondar purchases the unique Jedi weapon, he goes on to use it during a mission with Hondo Ohnaka to the Temple of Kyber on Jedha, shortly before the events of Rogue One. While there, he uses Ki-Adi-Mundi's lightsaber to cut down a statue of Kyber and steal it from Chirrut Imwe and the Guardians of the Whills. Eventually, Dok-Ondar takes the weapon back to the Black Spire outpost on Batuu with him, where it can actually be seen at Galaxy's Edge. So make sure you check that out if you ever get the chance to visit Galaxy's Edge. Many years later, First Order stormtroopers later questioned the Ithorian about the weapon because they believed he may be connected to the Resistance, but he ultimately keeps Ki-Adi-Mundi's lightsaber safe for future missions. So that is exactly what happened to Ki-Adi-Mundi's lightsaber after he was gunned down by Commander Bakara during the events of Order 66 on Mygeeto. Thanks so much for watching, really hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers guys, hope to see you in the next one.